Good evening, students. This is 3rd September 2020 morning shift paper analysis. So already I discussed 12 questions. Now this is 13th question. Areas related problem. Area enclosed by 0 less than or equal to y less than or equal to x square plus 1. 0 less than or equal to y less than or equal to x plus 1. There are two types of curves given. Now first one is y is equal to x square plus 1. This is one parabola. So this is, we can write x square is equal to y minus 1. Okay, the vertex is 0 comma 1. So another curve is y is equal to x plus 1. Now observe that y is equal to x plus 1 means this is minus x plus y is equal to 1. Now draw the diagram, then we will understood. This is y-axis, this is x-axis. Vertex is at 0 comma 1. This is 0 comma 1. Now see the diagram. Minus x plus y is equal to 0 means intersect the coordinate axis in second quadrant. And x square is equal to y minus 1 means this is vertex 0 comma 1. By solving these two, x square plus 1 that is equal to x plus 1. Observe here 1 cancel, x square is equal to x and left hand side we get x square minus x is equal to 0. That means x into x minus 1 is equal to 0. So here x values, one is 0, another one is 1. If x is 0 means, then what is y? Y is equal to 1. And x is equal to 1 means y is equal to 2. So finally, this point is 1 comma 2. And this point is 0 comma 1. And they are given another condition also. 1 by 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 2. This is x is equal to 1 by 2. This is x is equal to 2. So in between, this area is required. Now, required area A is equal to. So here, what are the limits here? X values. 1 by 2 to 1. What is the upper curve? Straight line. Straight line means this is x plus 1 minus lower curve, that is a parabola, minus x square minus 1 dx. Here observe that plus 1 minus 1 is going to cancel. Then remaining we want to do the calculation. Integration x dx, that is x square by 2 minus integration x square x cube divided by 3. Limit 1 by 2 to 1. Now substitute the limit. If you are substituted upper limit, what we get? 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. Minus substitute lower limit. 1 by 2 whole square means 1 by 4. Denominator 2 is there, we get 1 by 8. Now here minus 1 by 24. Now do this calculation. Finally, you will get answer 1 by 12. So that means first option is correct. Next, go to the another easy question. See, observe here. 1 plus I by 1 minus I whole power m by 2 is equal to 1 minus I divided by 1 plus I whole power n by 3 is equal to 1 given. First, what is 1 plus I by 1 minus I value? This is do the rationalizing and calculate. We get that value should be I. What is 1 minus I by 1 plus I. This is minus I. Now substitute here I power m by 2, that is equal to minus I power n by 3, that is equal to 1. So I power n, that is equal to 1 when it is possible means n is equal to 4, 8, 12 and so on. These values we are taken mean that is exist. Now here m by 2 value compulsory need 4. Okay. Similarly n by 3 also need 4. Okay. So what is m value? M value is 8. And what is n value? N value is 12. Okay. These are the least value. So here 4 is the least value. Then only possible to get 1. Okay. 8 also possible. 12 also possible. Here already given least m and n. Now I am going to find HCF of 8, 12. What is the HCF? Highest common factor. That is 4. 4 is the answer. This is a very easy question. Next, go to another question. This is a derivative related problem. Y square plus log of cos square x is equal to y. Then modulus of y double dash of 0. So first here they are taking x value 0. If x is 0 means then what about y? Here take that x is equal to 0. Then what is y? Y square plus cos 0, 1. 1 square is 1. Logarithm of 1, 0. That is equal to y. So here y square minus y is equal to 0. That is y into y minus 1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0 means y values we are getting 0 and 1 both. Okay. Now take the function, do the differentiation. Y square derivative what? 2y into y dash plus logarithmic function derivative log x derivative 1 by x, 1 by cos square x. Derivative of cos square x, that is 2 cos x. Internal derivative, that means derivative of cos x is minus sin x. Here is a minus. That is equal to right hand side y is a y derivative, that is y dash. Here observe that cos x cancel. Remaining what is it? 2y into y dash minus 2 into sin by cos tan x, that is equal to y dash. Now y dash in left hand side and take common. Y dash into 2y minus 1 is equal to 2 tan x. 2 tan x. Now if x is equal to 0, comma, y is equal to 0, then what is y dash value? Y dash into 2 into 0, 0 minus 1, that is equal to 2 into tan 0. Tan 0 is 0. So finally, y dash of 0 also 0 only. Now, x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 1. Then what happens? See, y dash of 2 into 1 minus 1. What we get? That is y dash of 1. That is equal to 2 tan. X is equal to 0 now. Tan 0, 0. So here also we get y dash of 1 that is 0 only. So x is 0, y either 0 or 1, whatever may be. So we are getting y dash of 0 value is 0 only. Now y dash into 2y minus 1, that is equal to 2 tan x. Again we want to do the derivative differentiation. So y dash into 2y minus 1 derivative, 2 into y dash, plus 2y minus 1 is constant, y dash derivative is y double dash, y double dash. Next, what is 2 tan x derivative? Derivative of tan x, that is secant square x. Now in place of x, substitute 0. Then what happens? Tell me. So here 2 into y dash whole square. That means y dash of 0 whole square. In place of x, I am substituting 0. Plus x is equal to 0 means then take y also 0 or 1, anyone, no problem. If y 0 we are taken, here we get minus 1, and y double dash of 0, that is equal to 2 into secant square 0. Secant 0 value is 1, we get 2. And y dash of 0 is how much? Already we know very well here, that is also 0. So 0 into something, this is totally 0. Now we are getting minus y double dash of 0 is equal to 2. So y double dash of 0, that is equal to minus 2. Here I am taking x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. So I got y double dash of 0 is equal to minus 2. If you are taken x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 1, so you will get y double dash of 0 value is 2. So finally, modulus of y double dash of 0 is equal to only 2. So this is a very easy question. Next, I am going to 16th question. See this? This is a lengthy question, but I think easy only. S is equal to 2 into 1 P naught minus 3 into 2 P1 plus 4 into 3 P2 and so on up to 51 terms plus 1 factorial minus 2 factorial. This is. So we can simplify first term, first sum of the terms, first bracket. 2 into 1P0, 2 into 1 minus 3 into 2P1 means that is 2 factorial plus 4 into 3P2 means 3 factorial plus and so on. The last term we don't know, so I am writing 51 terms. Okay, plus here this is 1 factorial minus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial minus 4 factorial. That means what about 51 term? 51th term, that is positive 51 factorial. 2 into 1, that is 2 factorial minus 3 into 2 factorial minus 3 factorial plus 4 factorial minus 5 factorial and so on. Then what is the last term? Here starts with 2. So starts with 1, totally 51 terms are there, means we will get a 51 factorial. But starts with 2 now. Here we will get 52 factorial. That meaning is before term minus 51 factorial. Okay. Now 1 factorial plus minus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial and so on and so on. What is the last one? That is 51 factorial. Observe here, which terms is going to cancel. Now 2 factorial, 3 factorial 4 factorial and so on up to minus 51 factorial also is going to cancel. Then what is the remaining? 1 factorial plus 52 factorial. This is the answer. By observing the options, then you can identify the correct answer. Students, all of you understood now? Still now, not subscribed my channel. Please subscribe the channel, like and share to your friends. Thank you.